government has frozen the retail price of diesel for 15 days amid global oil price uncertainty. Thailand's government has announced compensation measures for tourists stranded in the country following flight disruptions. Bangkok is expanding the use of smart technology to tackle its chronic traffic congestion.
สวัสดีค่ะ
Swadika, welcome to Thai Pulse. We start this week's program with the update on the conflict in the Middle East.
Yes, a week ago we were updated with a big news, which were the major military confrontation between three powerful countries, the US, Israel, and Iran. So long, the conflict has already affected oil shipping through the Strait of Hormuz, which serves as a critical route for global energy, and also on air travel and regional stability in the Middle East, which are now being impacted as well. So as you can see, these are not just tensions anymore. They are actually actual strikes and retaliation going on. So the situation is ongoing and it seems like that it will escalate further as well. So with these going on, what has Thailand been doing? What preparations have we done? 3rd of March this year, Thai Foreign Minister Sihasak Phuongketkaew said the government is closely monitoring the escalating conflict in the Middle East and coordinating with Thai embassies across the region to ensure safe areas for Thai nationals. The government's priority is to evacuate all Thai citizens currently in Iran. Those wishing to return to Thailand are urged to notify authorities so travel arrangements can be made. The initial evacuation plan is to move Thai nationals from Iran to Turkey, where commercial flights or charter flights will then be arranged for their return to Thailand. The government is also exploring flight availability from countries where airspace remains partially open, including the United Arab Emirates and Bahrain, to ensure sufficient seats for returning citizens. Thai nationals are being advised to stay in safe areas and avoid high-risk locations, especially areas near U.S. military bases. The foreign minister noted that the current conflict covers a much wider geographic area than the 2024 Israel conflict, affecting countries including Iran, Israel, the UAE, Bahrain, Qatar, Kuwait, Jordan, and Cyprus. The number of Thais in the region is also significantly larger. Previously, around 40,000 Thai nationals were estimated in the affected areas, but current estimates exceed 100,000 people. In Israel, about 65,000 Thai nationals were currently residing, and most have chosen to remain, expressing confidence in the country's missile defense systems and safety measures. The Thai embassy in Iran, staffed by around 10 officials, is located in an area considered a potential target of attacks. However, officials confirm the embassy remains safe and has not been affected so far. Authorities say they are continuously assessing the situation and will consider evacuating embassy staff if necessary after the evacuation of Thai nationals is completed. Now, on Wednesday, March 4th, the Royal Thai Embassy in Tehran has issued an official announcement regarding the evacuation of Thai nationals from Iran. The embassy plans to evacuate Thai nationals from Tehran to Turkey by land. The evacuation takes place in 2 rounds. First round, March 7th, 2026. Registration deadline is on March 6th. And on the second round, for March 10th, 2026, registration deadline is March 8th. Departure for both groups will be from the Royal Thai Embassy in Tehran at 5 a.m., arriving at the Red border, crossing around 14 hours. As for travel guidance for evacuees, please dress appropriately for cold weather in Turkey, where the temperatures might drop to -5 degrees Celsius. Each evacuee is allowed 1 bag not exceeding 20 kilograms. The embassy warned that travel plans may change depending on the evolving security situation, with safety remaining the top priority. Thai nationals wishing to evacuate must contact the embassy immediately via emergency phone numbers to register and allow officials to coordinate transportation and border arrangements. And Thai citizens whose passports have expired are asked to contact the embassy before the registration deadline to arrange emergency travel documents. So it's great to see that Thailand is now preparing for what is coming. And I think many families here in Thailand, they are eager, waiting for their friends and family for their safe return.
Right. For those who reside in foreign countries, you are very encouraged to follow the Facebook page and social media channels of Thai embassies and Thai consulates around the world, especially in high-risk areas. So if you would like to come back, I'm sure there will be continuous update on that. Yes. So the next concern among Thais and of course around the globe is the oil and fuel price hike. Right. So amid global price surge in oil and fuel, Thailand freezes diesel for 15 days. Previously, Mr. Anutin Charnvirakul, the Prime Minister and Minister of Interior, announced on Facebook on March 4th that the government will freeze the retail price of diesel at 29.94 baht per liter for 15 days, effective immediately. He said he has instructed the Ministry of Energy and related agencies to implement the measure, adding that after 15 days, more measures will be considered and will be rolled out. The diesel price cap is supported, of course, by the Oil Fuel Fund, which is a mechanism to help reduce the impact on the public when global oil prices rise. So this fund is used to partially subsidize oil retailers in order to temporarily stabilize domestic fuel prices. And in terms of cost of living, many people are concerned as well, because if the oil and the gas price surges, of course the cost of living will be higher. But for now, Mr. Witthayakon Manine, the Director General of the Department of Internal Trade, stated that the fact that the fuel price measure has been stabilized now, has been implemented now, and there are currently no energy cost factors justifying price increases for goods and services. He stressed that businesses are strictly prohibited from taking advantage of the situation to raise prices. And coordination has been expedited with several consumer goods manufacturers who have confirmed to the department, to him, that the production costs now have not been affected at this time. So, officials at both central and provincial levels, coordinating with provincial commerce offices nationwide, have been instructed to conduct urgent inspections of goods and service sales. Particular focus will be placed on products linked to energy and transportation costs to closely monitor pricing and prevent unjustified price increases. So businesses have been ordered very clearly, accurately, and fully display prices of goods and services in compliance with the law. So Mr. Witthayakon stressed that anyone who exploits the situation and raises the price will break the law, which is Price of Goods and Services Act 1999, which prohibits unfair price hikes, hoarding, or any practices that disadvantage consumers, and violations carry penalties of up to 7 years imprisonment or a fine of 140,000 baht or both. So now let's listen to experts' opinion in terms of oil and fuel price hike. Mr. Chakapong Chawengsi, the Senior Executive Vice President, Investment Analysis Department, Kasikorn Securities Public Company Limited, says that normally Thailand imports 60% of its oil from the Middle East. But for Thailand, if the conflict becomes prolonged, impacts are inevitable, of course. However, a severe fiscal oil shortage is very unlikely, as alternative supply sources remain available. The primary impact would be higher prices due to the reduced supply. If you look into the history, crude oil prices during wartime have increased by approximately 5 to 22% within the first day to the first month. So if crude oil in the world exceeds $100 per barrel, Thailand's retail fuel prices could rise to gasoline at 43 to 45 baht per liter and diesel around 35 baht per liter. Right. Let's look at another impact on the tourism. As many tourists are left stranded after the conflict. Thailand has rolled out some measures to take care of tourists as well. According to Ms. Natriya Thaviwong, Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Tourism and Sports, the ministry is coordinating with the Tourism Authority of Thailand, Tourism Council of Thailand, hotel associations, and related service sectors to provide systematic assistance. So the assistance is focused on tourists who arrived in Thailand earlier and are now facing budget constraints due to extended stays. So we'll help them with the measure is like an initial relief, including compensation of 2,000 baht per day per person for force majeure cases where tourists cannot return home. Hotel associations have been asked also to offer discounted accommodation rates, and tourism agencies are preparing special travel packages to reduce expenses and encourage continued travel during the wait. So TAT offices, provincial tourism offices, and tourism volunteers are inspecting hotels and assisting tourists, especially in key destinations such as Phuket, Krabi, Phang Chiang Mai, and Bangkok. So where is this 2,000 baht compensation measure from? This is based on the 2014 Foreign Tourist Assistance Fund regulations, allowing payments of up to 2,000 baht per person per day, capped at 20,000 baht per person for travel disruptions caused by force majeure or unforeseen events. Right, that's the financial measures that we would help the tourists. And let's talk about the visa assistance. So on March 2nd, the Thai Immigration Bureau announced relief measures for foreign nationals affected by the conflict. To ease the impact, the Immigration Bureau has introduced the following measures for those whose permission to stay expired or overstay from February 28th onward. Foreign nationals whose permitted stay has expired and who intend to leave the country will be exempt for overstay fines. And foreign nationals seeking to remain temporarily in Thailand must first pay the legal overstay fine if their previous permission has expired. Then they may be granted a temporary extension of stay for up to 30 days at a time.
Okay, that's the update for the major conflict at the moment. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
During Her Majesty Queen Sirikit, the Queen Mother's royal visit to the northern provinces of Thailand, Her Majesty graciously learned of the many hardships faced by local villagers, particularly their lack of occupational knowledge and access to adequate food sources for daily living. Deeply concerned for their well-being, Her Majesty expressed her royal wish to improve the quality of life of the people. Guided by this vision, Her Majesty graciously initiated the establishment of a model farm, a center for agricultural training. The first of these farms was established in 1997 at Ban Khun Tat, Jom Thong District, Chiang Mai Province. The model farm project under the Royal Initiative was created to provide employment and improve living standards for rural communities. The project encourages villagers to pursue stable occupations and earn reliable incomes to support their families. It also promotes raising native livestock and sustainable food sources and emphasizes the conservation of natural resources to preserve ecological richness for future generations. Furthermore, the project serves as a center for agricultural education, research, and technology transfer. In addition, Her Majesty Queen Sirikit, the Queen Mother, sought to extend assistance to those affected by the 1997 economic crisis, particularly individuals who had lost their employment. To provide them with sustainable opportunities, Her Majesty graciously commanded the expansion of the Model Farm project to other provinces across all regions of Thailand, now covering more than 17 locations nationwide. On the auspicious occasion of Her Majesty's birthday anniversary on August 12, 2002, Her Majesty delivered a royal address to well-wishers who came to offer their birthday facilitations at Dusit Dalai Hall, Jitlada Villa, Dusit Palace. In part, Her Majesty stated, quote, "I once thought that if each country could increase its food production, it would greatly help prevent famine in the future. That is why I initiated the Model Farm project. Moreover, when villagers came to me and said they had no work, and even after finishing their studies, they could not find employment, I allowed them to work at the model farms. At the same time, they learned the correct methods of raising livestock. And when they left, they could use that knowledge to raise their animals properly and sustainably." End quote. The model farm project under the Royal Initiative at Ban Khun Tet, Jom Thong District, Chiang Mai Province, has successfully created livelihoods and sustainable food sources for its residents in Doi Gao sub-district, as well as for residents of nearby communities. The project has also revitalized the local ecosystem through reforestation with native rattan species, the construction of mixed and semi-permanent check dams, and watershed rehabilitation efforts. These initiatives have restored the moisture balance of the surrounding forests and created sustainable water sources for household consumption and agriculture. Today, more than 800 households benefit from these resources, living in harmony with nature and in accordance with Her Majesty's enduring vision of self-reliance and well-being.
"2026, a new chapter for Thailand that the world is watching." This year, Thailand steps up as a true global main stage, hosting everything from elite financial summits to the world's major music festivals. Ready to welcome everyone as the hub of ASEAN with comprehensive infrastructure, connecting every journey with ease and convenience, elevating your experience with attentive service in every detail and low-carbon event standards for genuine, sustainable success. Be part of this new history right here. Thailand MICE 2026, the global stage of celebration.
Welcome back to Thai Pulse. Now for this segment of our show this week, we're going to move to something lighter. So before we begin, I would like to ask you something. So from your home to your workplace, how's the traffic usually?
20 minutes.
20 minutes?
Yeah, but I leave at 5 a.m.
Okay.
Right. So if you leave at 9, just 4 hours of difference, it would be like 1 hour.
Yeah. So 20 minutes, so it's not that long. The traffic is not that bad, right?
Yeah.
From on the
Without
way.
going on the toll. Right.
Okay, so 5 a.m., 20 minutes, that's okay. But if you're going during the rush hour, that's going to be a nightmare because, traffic in Bangkok is very well known. It's just chaotic. So with this, the traffic in big cities such as in Bangkok, what are we doing to ease that? Okay, Bangkok is continuing its effort to reduce traffic congestion using technology. Finally, the city has been testing a smart traffic light system at dozens of intersections. The system, known as Adaptive Traffic Signal Control, automatically adjusts traffic lights based on real-time vehicle flow rather than relying on fixed timers on manual control. So the first time I read this news, I was like, finally, we
relieved, right?
We actually use technology to a certain potential to ease traffic in Bangkok. The technology was installed at 72 major intersections across Bangkok. Instead of waiting for present signal changes, sensors detect how many vehicles are approaching from each direction and adjust the timing to improve traffic flow. That's great. Early results show promising improvements. Officials say the system has reduced travel delays by between 10 and 41% compared with the previous setup. They are now using real-time data. The city hopes to move traffic more efficiently without building new roads. City planners also say the system helps emergency services and public transportation operate more smoothly. If the project continues to deliver results, the technology may expand to more intersections in the future. For commuters in Bangkok, even small improvements in traffic flow could translate into shorter travel times and less fuel consumption. And I have to say, yes, please, because, you know, we are finally doing something with the technology that we have, and it will help to shorten the time on the road. We have more time to do other productive things. So not only is it reducing the time on the road, but also it's good for the environment also. It's reducing carbon dioxide and, you know, the fresh PM 2.5 that we're breathing in every day. Hopefully that's going to be less of it pretty soon. Okay, up next, this is actually a topic that I'm quite passionate about. I might not be as thorough as the Japanese or the South Koreans or the Europeans. The topic I'm talking about is waste or garbage
Sorting.
separation. Yeah, and but I have been doing this for forever, I think, because I don't know why, but maybe it's just my habit. And also around my apartment, I have this auntie. She would, you know, gather around plastic and resell them for a bit of money. So I enjoy separating plastic for her. You know, I would just separate my plastic and then I would wrap it in a big bag and then put a tag on it for auntie, and she would know it. And also I think it saves time for the garbage man as well, you know, for them to separate and just do what they do. It's just a habit of mine and not as thorough, but hopefully it will help. So for Bangkok, what are we doing with the waste and garbage separation? Bangkok is pushing forward with a major environmental initiative aimed at reducing waste. The city introduced new garbage collection fees in October last year, 2025, increasing the monthly charge for households from 20 baht to 60 baht. Now that may sound like it's not much for certain people, but it does help to create awareness that the, you know, how hard the garbage men are working, and also it's pointing out the importance of separating garbage and waste. Not only is it about the topic of convenience, you know, of helping others, but also it's about creating that discipline and the care that we have for our environment that we live in as well. However, residents who properly separate their waste can also pay significantly less. Under the program, this house does not mix waste. Households that sort their trash into 4 categories can reduce the fee back down to 20 baht per month. Participants must submit photos of their separated waste through the BKK Waste Pay application every 6 months to keep the discount. The city is also introducing AI technology to verify that the photos are genuine and not reused images. So far, the program has seen strong participation. That's great. As of February this year, 2026, more than 786,000 households have already qualified for the reduced waste fee. City officials say the initiative has two major goals. One is to reduce the amount of garbage sent to disposal facilities, and two, to encourage residents to build sustainable habits. Waste separation is becoming increasingly important as Bangkok deals with growing waste volumes from households, businesses, and tourism. Authorities are encouraging more residents to join the program by registering through the mobile application, district offices, or local waste collection staff. Officials say greater public participation could significantly improve the city's waste management system. It's great that this project is encouraging people to learn active habits in separating their own waste, their own garbage. But there's always situations where, you see people litter, and when you point that out to them, they would comment back or say something back like, why should they? They pay tax.
Right.
People who receive the tax should do the job. But I think the question is not about what you can do. You can litter. I mean, it shouldn't be a habit. Someone will later on pick it up for you, but it's not about what you can do, but it's what you should do. To be a part of that small part that plays an important role in helping the environment that you're living in.
Right. I think this campaign, in terms of educating people, has been successfully implemented. I mean, speaking from my own experience, when this campaign started, I literally needed to educate my children, to learn how to sort the waste. And after we have been doing it for 1 week, we were kind of surprised that actually, how many garbage you can actually generate in one day, right? It is terrible.
It's a lot.
Yeah, and when you see that, you have physical effect of visualization, so you tend to litter less, and that's good for the environment as well. All right, let's end tonight's program with environment-related news also in the south of Thailand. In Phang Nga, there is a 55th Sea Turtle Conservation Festival organized in Thai Mueang Beach. So what do people do in this festival? Activities include sea turtle release to the sea, educational exhibitions on sea turtle conservation, displays by various organizations, entertainment performances by singers and artists, and the sale of local community products. So the event opened with, as you can see in the footage, with a giant turtle parade sculpture moving toward the beachfront venue, and the provincial governor was there as well to release sea turtles back into the ocean. The festival, of course, aimed to preserve nesting beaches, as several turtle species are now rare, endangered, and steadily declining. Certificates and cash rewards were presented as well to residents who reported nesting size of the turtles, especially the leatherback turtle, supporting ongoing conservation efforts. So why Phang Nga and Thai Mueang Beach? Why is this specific location? Because Thai Mueang Beach has been dubbed as the capital of leatherback turtles because it is one of Thailand's most important nesting grounds. So what is leatherback turtle? Leatherback turtle is Tao Ma Phuong. Yeah. So if you look into the back, if you look on its back, it looks like a leather. The back is covered by the leather. Yeah. The black leather-like color. So the leatherback turtle is protected species in Thailand and also the largest sea turtle in the world. So the festival runs through March 10th at Thai Mueang Beach in Phang Nga province. So if you would like to attend, you're very welcome until March 10th.
This is Thai Pulse, and these are all the updates this week. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week. สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ ASEAN's digital economy could reach $1 trillion by 2030 and up to $2 trillion if the Digital Economy Framework Agreement or DEFA is finalized. The deal will make cross-border digital transactions easier, faster, and more secure. For years, ASEAN's digital growth has been held back by different regulations, limited data flows, and barriers facing small businesses. But DIFA is designed to change that. DIFA will link Southeast Asia's digital systems, enable seamless payments, and ease cross-border business expansion. Negotiations are over halfway done. If successful, DIFA will not just transform ASEAN's economy, it could redefine the region's place in the global digital order.